What's up everybody, Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to discuss something a little bit controversial, I guess, maybe, but not really. A couple of years ago, Cartamundi sent out a bunch of the Copag 310 decks to various magicians and YouTubers and influencers in the game, basically saying, we think we have a formula on our paper stock that is better than USPCC standard. Now, some people agreed, some people didn't, and it really helped Cartamundi's True Linen B9 stock just fly to where now there's a ton of companies exclusively printing with Cartamundi. And now that Cartamundi and USPCC are one entity and are no longer competing, there has been a recent new player to join us in the game. I'm talking about Triumph Playing Card Company. So today we're gonna take a look at one of their decks and see if it holds up against USPCC. Now I know there's already been videos like this. I'm not gonna do a straight comparison. Most of you know how USPCC decks handle. I'm really just gonna be talking about what I like about this deck, what I don't like, if I think their claim about being better than USPCC is actually true. Before we get started, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I will be giving away some Triumph decks. Without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
So I bought quite a few of these. They were $2, and I got a tip from one of my subscribers that I could find them at Michael's, so I went and pretty much bought everything they had. So I'm gonna open one, review it, do whatever, and then I'm gonna give some away at the end of this video. So this is meant to be kind of the new standard. These cards are printed in the United States. They are printed in Missouri. And the person who is in charge of the quality of these cards claims that he has worked at USPCC in the past. So hopefully he learned a lot, at least enough on how to make a decent deck of cards. But let's find out. If this is meant to be a standard worker's deck, then I have no problem at all with the tuck box. It's very busy, but it looks like a standard deck, something you would just find at a poker game. I'm not one for all this patriotic stuff, but if you are, then this may be the deck for you because there's a lot of American flags on it, which I think is kind of the company's way of saying like, hey, these cards are printed in the US, so if you like USPCC, you might like these. What I really want to find out is if these cards are $2, I want to find out if it would be worth it for me to just use these to perform as opposed to having to use bicycles, which are now costing between $3 and $4. All right, so I just pulled these cards out of the box. They smell weird. Super thin, very, very thin, actually. That's a really thin deck. It's probably about the same as a crushed bicycle deck. I haven't shuffled these, I haven't done anything, so let's look at how they handle right out of the box. They're clumpy. They're a little bit clumpy. This might be one of the rare occasions where the cards will fan better after I break them in. See how they spring. Ooh. Yeah, so they spring great. They're not stiff, that's for sure. These are very, very flexible, very soft. They don't feel stiff. They do feel a little bit weird though, and when I say weird, I guess the easiest way to describe it is they do feel kind of plasticky, you know, I guess. They're definitely snappy, which I would consider to be a good thing. Let's talk back design. Now, if I compare this to a standard bicycle deck, this back design definitely does not cut it. It looks very cheap. This looks like something you would see at like a casino off the strip in Vegas. Definitely in terms of the aesthetic, I'm not at all sold on that back design. In fact, I would venture to say that I don't like it. Again, with the patriotic jokers, it's the Statue of Liberty, but one is in color and one's in black and white. If you're trying to do the US theme to let people know that these cards were made in the US, you don't have to do that on the jokers because people, if they're opening the deck, that means that they've already bought it. So the Ace of Spades is not bad. It's just an enlarged spade pip with one of those nautical stars in it. That's okay. They do have interesting faces, so there's some kind of standard, but they're not bicycle standard. In fact, I think these look like the Gemco faces. Like if you've been into Magic or playing cards for a while, the old Gemco decks that they use in casinos, they kind of look like that with these animated caricature type court cards. That's actually not bad, I don't mind that. The rest of your pips and indices though are basically standard. They're not bicycle standard because this is not the United States Playing Card Company. But overall, I mean, the faces of the cards don't look bad. I don't like the back design. You know what, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but let's compare it to a bicycle deck. Okay, so I'm gonna be comparing it to just a standard bicycle deck, Black Seal, that you would buy for $3 at Walgreens. I do love the way that USPCC cards smell out of the box. Let's switch angles for the comparison. All right, so if you notice, the bicycle deck, this is brand new, not even shuffled. It's in new deck order, but look how smooth the fan is. Or if I do it this way. Now this deck that I also have not shuffled, these are the Triumph cards. They are, I mean, the fan is okay, but they are clumpy right away. This deck though, I think would be good for pressure moves because it's so flexible, like. All right, so far, not overly impressed with these Triumph cards. They feel just like any generic non-USPCC deck that you would buy. Now with USPCC, not only do they feel amazing right out of the box, not only do they fan perfectly right out of the box, they also ferro very easily right out of the box. Even after breaking bicycles in for a little while, you don't run the risk of warping the cards or damaging them. They can take quite a lot of damage without the quality of the deck being compromised in any way. See how the Triumph deck ferros? Not bad, but not great either. If I get up close, the cards do stick a little bit. For me, ferroing isn't a big deal, but I think it is important to a lot of magicians to be able to evenly weave a deck. I know that for me, I have a card trick that relies heavily on the ability to do a perfect ferro shuffle. So I absolutely could not do that with confidence using the Triumph deck. Last thoughts on this. I really expected to be more impressed. I did see that Ramsey put a video about this, which is why I didn't want to compare USPCC to Triumph, because I saw that it was already done, but I was expecting more. I don't know, the back design looks different than the one in his video, but it's not that it's a bad deck, it's just if the standard is supposed to change, then the bar needs to be raised. And if this is meant to be a standard deck, it's really just not up to par with Bicycle. So that's my thought. If you want to find out how the Triumph deck compares to a deck of bicycles for yourself, then you came to the right place. We're gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away one sealed blue Triumph deck and one sealed red Triumph deck, as well as a deck of bicycles, either red or blue, up to you, whatever. So that's gonna be 3 decks, 2 Triumphs, and a bicycle deck. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is like this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and leave me a comment down below, anything you want. It could be a joke, it could be a compliment, it could be whatever you want. Leave me a comment. I will read the comments and I will pick a winner sometime in the next few weeks. Well guys, I'm almost done packing. I got a few days left in this place, so I gotta get cracking. With all that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.